if there was a motion which was being brought to parliament now, and I'm in parliament, that we impeach him, I will impeach him again. He's a very useless person. Yanda waje ujinga bana. Sisi tuko na matusi. Asifikiri sisi hatujui kutusiana. Kwanza mimi nataka kuita watu hapa na Nakuru town uwezi. Nitamtusi kuanzia kwangu kwa nyumba mpaka niende kumalizia huko ng'ambo. Niona atanifanyia nini. Na yeye kama anataka kuja tuanze kupinzana anaweza niambia atakuja. Yeye asifikiri peke yake ndiye anajua kupangia watu.
How I wish Rigathi Gachagua could have embraced Samuel Arama. He tells Samuel Arama that I'll be visiting Nakuru and I'll be going to Kaptembwa and many other parts of Nakuru County. Please accompany me, Samuel Arama. Then Samuel Arama prepares his team. They got there. Just like you saw Linda Mwananchi team. When they came to Nakuru, they went and sat with Samuel Arama. And Arama welcomed them to Nakuru. And they were able to move around with Arama. And Arama helped them. Actually, Arama did not move around with them. But Linda Mwananchi team, they received some serious support from Arama's side. I wish Rigathi Gachagua could have sat down and also decided, no, let me work with Samuel Arama. But now, he has dared Samuel Arama and said, bring it on. Clearly indicating that Arama does not fear. Ladies and gentlemen, Arama has been arrested, has been elected thrice in ODM, Jubilee, and UDA. I mean, Jubilee twice. In 2022, he went against the UDA person while Gachagua was campaigning, and he was able to beat them. Not because Arama is so special, it is because of his way of politics. First of all, Arama is very aggressive. Secondly, he's close to the people. Interact with them closely. Let me tell you guys that every Monday and Friday, Arama is with the electorates. Those who have been bereaved, he's giving them coffins, money, buses to transport their bodies. So long as you are from that particular constituency, they visit even to come and see where do you come from? Do you vote there? That's what Arama does. So he has created some closeness with his electorates that to just come and scare him is not easy. I'm being very honest here because it's someone I've interacted with here in Nakuru. It's someone I've been able to sit and had an interview with him. I've visited him in his office and I've seen the way he deals with the people there. So we can clearly tell that Arama is not a joke. If Arama can solely provide security to the Linda Mwananchi team and manage their campaigns in Nakuru better than the police, then Rigathi needs Arama as an ally. Especially now that Rigathi is against the sitting governor, he needs Arama. Appoint man, a strong person from Nakuru County. But the idea of going to fight Arama in Nakuru, that cannot work. At some point, Arama had said that they could agree that Jubilee Party and DCP, they don't front, because they are both in opposition, they don't front candidates. They don't front candidates. They front one. They agree and front one, like DCP or Jubilee. And Arama said because he's the sitting governor, I mean MP, let him be given the Jubilee ticket as easy as that, and the DCP to respect that because they are both in opposition. But now, Rigathi Gachagua had decided to take someone else to go and decampaign him at Kaptembwa. That you can't do to Samuel Arama. You can't do to Samuel Arama. Because even if Arama does not say anything, he has some connection with the electorates in Nakuru Town West constituency who can even take a bullet for him because of the kind of a person he is. Akisema upite utapita. I'm telling you. And he has even said he can drive Rigathi away of Nakuru West and East. That is very possible because of the connection that Arama has with his electorates. Now, when I sat down to look at why was the attack, why did Arama's people chase Rigathi Gachagua? Number one, it's lack of involvement of Arama. Rigathi was simply supposed to involve Arama. Arama to make a few calls and tell his people, I'll be having visitors at Kaptembwa. Simple and clear. But he ignored that. Rigathi, you cannot ignore Samuel Arama. I'm not saying this because I'm a kissy. I'm saying this because this guy has vied thrice against Jubilee in 2013. I mean, against Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013, against other parties like ODM in 2017, against UDA in 2022. You cannot underrate such a person. Those are allies you need to help you locally. So you must involve them. Number two, it is taking a candidate who is going to counter Arama to Kaptembwa. You cannot do that to Arama, and you cannot do that to Arama's people. Arama cannot allow you to do that to him. Neither his people will stand and sit back and say, no, you bring your candidate and campaign. That candidate cannot even fail to campaign, cannot even campaign if Arama says no. I'm not saying he's a god, but that candidate knows Arama very well. He has some connection with these people that even Matiang'i, whenever he's in Nakuru, Arama takes over. He has to tell him, Arama, I'm coming to Nakuru. And you can't just make statements anyhowly. You must adhere to Arama's guidelines in Nakuru Town West, because he calls it home. The people of Nakuru Town West call him Baba. And they're talking about 4th term. Look at this. This guy paid school fees for grade 10 kids, 22,500. Who does that in Kenya? And then that parent will sit down and watch you bring another candidate to beat Arama. You cannot manage. He's just planning to get back there. Arama said utanipata kwa ground. But how I wish it does not go there. Let these people sit down, have a cup of tea, and they finish that thing once and for all. That's how they can be able to survive. I don't know what is your take, but on the comment section, you can share with me what you think in relation to what you saw in Nakuru, especially Kaptembwa, Nakuru Town West. See you next time for more videos.